Hello, I'm Steve. Welcome to the Patio Heat channel, where we create visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for outdoor comfort. Our one-on-one customer support helps you make the best decision for your application. We strive to earn your business. Visit our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Now let's get heating. All right, so here we have this residential application, and I was provided this whole design with the home in a file, so thank you very much for that. And I did eliminate the rest of the model, but I chose just to keep this section here so it's easier to manipulate or maneuver throughout this video. All right, so basically let's go ahead and see what we have as far as dimensions. I have a dimension height of 7 feet 6 inches to the bottom edge of this beam, the beam being about 6 3/4 inch tall. It's 24 by, I think it was 17 here. So 14, yeah, by 14 on the outside edges of the beams to beam. And let's see if there's anything else here. So basically we have two different seating areas. And I didn't measure the top of the beam because there will be some fans and some lighting that comes down here. So we're not going to try to place any units within the main beam up here. We're just going to do the outside edges, and I think that'll work out fine. So yeah, we have the main seating here. We do have bar stool seating over here. We have a cooking area, kitchenette type of application, and I think that is about it. I think we're going to leave this section here open. I'm not quite sure if they're looking to have this area heated here as well, but it would be hard to mount units along this beam here or this one over here. There are shorter units, but they really won't reach out too far. They will come out a maximum of from here straight down 8 feet out, and that would be the furthest throw you can actually get. There is a structure back here that you could mount to, so if that's something you're interested in, let me know. First of all, this is go into my number one recommendation. My number one recommendation would be using SlimLine 4,000 watt units, 4 of them total. Now, one thing I do, well, let's just go here first and just talk about the clearances. So what I've done is made sure that our top clearance from here to any combustible above is at 6 inches of clearance. I've mounted it on the edge here. Now you can center the unit within this beam here, but this is just the minimum clearance that I'm meeting here from this edge to the beam up here. So if you do wish to lower it, that's fine, but that would be the highest you can really go. And let's see here. What I wanted to say though is that, you know, this section here is going to absorb the majority of the heat. I'm not too happy about that, but I'm not quite sure how else to heat up the section without making it offset or something of that nature. And if we made these two offset, or rather all 4 offset, then we would be missing this area here completely as well. So it's something that you'd have to decide about these 2 units over here, whether you wanted them or not. And let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat so we can come to that determination. So here you can see that you're covering the area really well. What I have is the heater is 9 foot center to center. So from center of this structure here is 4.5 feet to the center of the heater, and again they're all mounted on the beams. So I think that is a good heating source for specifically this area here. Now, bar stool seating height, generally you do not need as much heat because you're sitting closer to the heater. So you might consider dropping these down to 3,000 watt units and or possibly using a control system. So if you use a control system, keep the 4,000 watts, and it just gives you a little bit more flexibility throughout the season. But over here I definitely use 4,000 watt units mounted in this orientation. So let's see here. I did I'm gonna go ahead and show you that I did look at other options such as the 6,000 watt units. However, 6,000 watt units when mounted on a vertical surface requires 12 inches of clearance from the top edge of the heater to any combustibles, which brings the heater down just basically too low. You could make custom brackets so that you could use that, but I think that that would kind of hang into the visual aspect of it not pleasantly. So And also, just another side note, with a 6,000 watt unit, they're really designed for a higher application. So this would be a kind of a hot spot here as well as over here. And I don't think that would be ideal for the application. So that's why I'm not choosing the 6,000 watt units. Any C series or W series requires that top clearance of the 12 inches. So anyways, let's go back to the original so you can take a quick look at that again and see that this is probably the best application you can come up with. And I think that's about it. So if you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, please send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve, and if you wouldn't mind just tapping that like button. We don't advertise, we don't monetize. YouTube does not promote us unless we receive your thumbs up, and that's the only way that we get others to find our channel. So we appreciate you doing that very much. Have an excellent day.